Coach, congratulations. Great win. Anytime you can beat your rival, it's big. It seemed at some point there in the first half, I don't know if it was midway or a little bit after that, your team kind of caught fire and went on from there.
You know, we were ready to play tonight, which is always a great sign in mid to late February. And, you know, everybody respects Arizona State a great deal. We recognize that, you know, there's a lot at stake in this game in terms of, you know, both schools and the state. A lot of pride with our alumni and a lot of the great players that have played here before. And, you know, you play in a game like this, you want it to go well, and certainly tonight it did. There's a number of our players that I would like to talk about. I'll start with Parker. He's playing his best basketball of his career, Brian, and it's no coincidence that a lot of others are playing well, because when your point guard plays that way, it really helps the flow of everything. 7 assists and no turnovers, and tremendous defense on Trey Holder, who's an excellent player. I thought Parker was terrific. Caleb Tarzewski, what can you say about 15 rebounds in 25 minutes? You know, I almost wanted him to get 20 and play him near the end, but I don't think that would have been right for him. But anytime you get 15 rebounds in 25 minutes, I mean, that's an incredible effort. And Gabe was Gabe. But Alonzo Trier, this is the best game that he's played since he's returned. And, you know, it's interesting because I thought he was really unselfish, made some nice passes, had a couple good looks here early on in the game, and that set the tone for everybody else. But, you know, 20 points, only 1 turnover, and then Doosan, from an offensive perspective, you know, he did a great job. 16 points in 17 minutes. That's not easy as well. Kadeem Allen, this is the best game that he's played really since he's gotten sick, and we talked about that in pregame. Of getting him back on board, playing with confidence, is one of the things we're trying to accomplish. So at the end of the day, it's not really the final score that's the point. It's that we were ready to play, and a number of our players played with tremendous confidence. If you look to the defensive side of the ball, think about the last time we played ASU where they almost scored 90 on us. You know, tonight it was a different story. Our defense is getting better, not by leaps and bounds, but tonight it really was. And our defense set the tone for a lot of the things I talked about, which is the offense.
In that first meeting up there, they had more success driving the ball. How was your defense better tonight's game in shutting that off?
Well, we had 8 blocks. We protected the rim. A couple of the fouls that were called, you know, could have been a shot block one way or the other. But I think we protect each other more. We have better help. And then some of it, Brian, is the guy on the ball doesn't get beat quite as easily maybe as he once did. Parker's Exhibit A. His on-the-ball defense has never been better than it is right now. And you watch him out there, a lot of things were reflective of that.
Let's go back to rebounding for a moment, because Alonzo had a season-high 8 rebounds in this ball game, and I know you've talked since early in the season how important it is for all the guys to get involved on the glass. Can we take that as a great sign of growth to see him with 8 boards?
We challenged him. You know, Willie Atwood is a physical player, especially when he plays the small forward position, and Alonzo was matched up against him. And you're right, his defensive rebounding added to our great defense tonight.
Okay. Only 8 turnovers. That's only 28 in the last 3 games. We just said on it, that's going to make you a happy man. So,
well, you know, just this, 10 or fewer for our team helps not only our offense but also our defense. I think it's the best team that we can put on the court when we play with 10 or fewer. We've talked a lot about it. It's one thing to talk about. It's a whole another thing to be able to do it. And we have a number of guys that are cutting down on their turnovers, that are making more fundamentally sound plays, making better decisions. And when we do that, that allows us to get shots at the basket, second shots, get fouled, and those are 3 areas we're really good in.
All right. Knock on wood, the health of the team is about as close as it's been, and now you've got a week between ball games, so everything being equal, next Wednesday you could have the healthiest team you've had maybe all season?
Let's hope so. Tonight was a reflection of that. Tonight, with Kadeem coming back and, you know, having Alonzo now, not just in his first or second game, but more comfortable, and you look, you know, we have the depth that we once had, and some of our players have really grown and improved. again, back to Parker. He's a different player right now than he would have been in December. So it's exciting for our guys because, you know this, Brian, it has not been an easy journey for this year's team. It isn't because of our win-loss record. We have been hit with one thing after another for almost 3 consecutive months. And you know, that can really wear on a team if the character of the group and the leadership of the group isn't present. But those are 2 real strengths of this year's team. We have a great high character type of group, and we're led by some guys that have been through the battles and that are seniors. And when you combine those elements, when somebody gets hurt or adversity strikes, you handle it so much better. And I believe that's a big reason why we are where we're at today.
Well said. Congratulations. See you next week. And Coach Sean Miller here, courtside at McHale Center, where the Wildcats beat the Sun Devils 99-61. Coach, brought to you by True.